I am a father and a husband. My wife and I have 4 sons. 2 of them are adults now, and 2 of them are still in those high school years. A lot of my language, that's a lot of the things that have come out of my mouth in the last 20 years, have been around shaping boys to be good men, to grow up to be good men. My sons have on their pin board in their bedrooms a note in my handwritten from me that says, "My most important job is to raise you to be a good man." And it's a centering piece that we've always had. That's, sometimes I'm going to ride your butt, and sometimes I'm going to tell you things that you don't want to hear, and I'm going to make you get up. I'm going to make you show up. I'm going to make sure that you're fed and you're healthy and you're happy and that your feelings are being heard. All of those things are my promises to you as your dad. Along with that then comes the thousands of 2-minute conversations that happen between me and each of my 4 boys as they've grown up. And there's recurring thoughts and recurring language that keeps coming up all the time. I just said it earlier, you got to get up and show up. All of these different things that I've said to my boys. A few years ago, my second oldest said to me, he was struggling with something, and we were sitting in the living room talking about it, and we really just talked our way through it, and in a mentorship type of way. I said to him, "How did you get to this place that you think that?" Instead of, "No, that's not right." It's more of, how did you get to that place? Mm-hmm. And we come out of the other end of that conversation both having grown a little bit and a little bit closer to each other and that understanding. And he looked at me and he said, "Dad, every kid growing up should get to have these conversations that we're having." And I said, "Well, you know what? Let's just start writing down these little thoughts. And who knows what will come of that one day. Maybe we'll write a book." And that was 4.5, almost 5 years ago when that started. And we did start writing notes. It became a basket on my desk that was heaping. And 1.5 years ago, that same son, who's now in university, said to me, "Hey, how's that book coming?" And I said, "You know what? Let's dump this stuff out and take a look at it." So we organized all the notes one day when he was home. And we said, "You know what? Let's write a book." I said, "Well, what do we always talk about? What are you tending your inside fire with?" This is a mantra. What was I fueling that inside fire with? Was I fueling it with good fuel? Or was I fueling it with splashes of gasoline because it's flashy and quick dopamine hits? And that's way easier right now to get than doing the work to chop and stack and turn over my stock of dry logs so that when I needed fuel, I could turn around and have something that I had already prepared for myself. That was our analogy. So it came to me immediately, and I said, we're calling this book Oak Logs and Gasoline. Tending your inside fire, tending the fire inside. And we just looked at each other and went, that's it.